What the hell, huh? What's going on? Share this out here at Tweeter Twatter Twatter. My name is Jeff. Good morning. What's happening? Let's see. We got the effects here. Yeah. New mic. Okay. Oh, what is the date? Is it the 15th, I believe it is? It's Tuesday morning. We're off to work. Hi-ho, we go. Correct? We're in the convertible. We're live and on the fly. Oh, let's turn that off. Turn that off. Perfect. Okay. Welcome. We got that new mic I got from eBay yesterday. And also, I want to shout out to my boy down in Mississippi. He got his Earl's and his triple treat. Can't believe it took... I know they're a little behind the eight ball, but you can't tell me it took 5 days from Minnesota. It was priority to get down there to the great state of Mississippi, the birthplace of Elvis the pretzel, right? But anyways, he told me last night after I got off the show that he just got the package for his reward for being a good old-fashioned helping out in the chat room. So Jake, the snake out there, hope you enjoy your... I pay my behaviors to my mods with food, I guess, so... We only have two, Sweet Melissa and Jake the Snake. I take care of him. I'm not like the $30,000 millionaire, Amberly Ambrosia, and say you're going to send somebody, you don't. Anyways, thank you very much, you guys out there, the men, women, blue out there, our military out there, everybody on the West Coast getting their asses whipped. The military, I know there's some people out there too as well to help out. It's just a shame. And the good old hunch is just... Can't step in and do something, but whatever it is. But we do appreciate working class out there. We're going to work. Appreciate them working hard too as well. Also, don't drink and drive. We always say, right? Call some mercy. It's not that tough. If you have the phone, safe sex, right? It's a public service announcement for you guys to behave yourselves. Always do it. You're on the Capo podcast, but Squirmy and Grubs, we'll talk about those guys. Got a mask on here. So I go in there, put that bad boy on. Hang on a second. I should have put it on before I even put the headset on, but I didn't do that, did I? Hang on a second. You should be doing this behavior before, right? There you go. All right, there we go. All right. Put the phone right here for now. We gotta get a. We have to get a go for 5. Oh, going on, big shooter. Really? Get a little bitter?
The only reason I'm doing it is because we got the president of the company coming in with them.
Oh, really? You sound a little bitter.
Yeah,
Well, it's I don't know, blame you. I'll take one, go for 5 for the next 14 draws. Please. Behind on my gophers. Let's see.
Go for 5 with 14 draws?
Yeah, one pick for the next 14 draws. Then I won $1 my last 14 draws, so I down $13. Yeah, no, people don't care. Let someone else do their own effing, Why bother, right? There you go. Mixing playing fun with Corey. Cool. Let's see. That's just that's $1. Yeah, $1. So. Yeah, no one cares. These punks that work these days, they could give 2 Fs about how they're supposed to, You got people out there and it's not that tough to take the garbage out, 1907. There's a 20. And I think I got a dime here. There's a quarter. Rest for poor people. I just need a bag, please. Let's see if they're good numbers here. 3, 10, 21, 34, 46. That's not bad. But if they're shitty numbers, guess what's going to happen? I'll come back and give you a spanking. How's that sound? Pull your panties down, I always say, don't threaten me with a good time, right? Exactly. All right. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, you too. Don't work too hard. Actually, I have a schedule this morning. Oh, yeah, I know. Half these people don't work, They wait for that money to come from the Trump, the hunch. Yeah, he's bitter. He's better. He ain't going to go nowhere. He got nothing better to do. Right. Yeah. We are. Put the windows up in the convertible here, so we don't get too much wind coming your way. I like this mic. It's just one ear, what's it supposed to be, so I don't have two. It's for $17. Nice power mic, if you want to call it that. Let's see here now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, all right. Perfect. All right. Okay. Shall we? Let's see. See if I'm still on. Is this thing on? Yeah, it is. Much while I wasn't going to go off, so let's open up. Ready? Good. I love Rockstar, don't you? Right. All right, you guys. Let's go to work. Attempt to. I've got a big garbage can I got to get around and squish me like a bug. Changing, getting rid of all the crap. So anyways, you guys, we're on the road. Squirmy and Grubs. They are a local couple. He has been in a wheelchair, I believe, since he is 2 years old. He has a muscle problem, and she's a pretty good-looking woman. And I've talked to them before. They are from the great state of Minnesota. The only reason I discovered these two youngsters, they just recently got married, is that they highlighted in the Star Tribune of local podcasters, obviously not me because I'm not Mr. Popularity, right? But people that are pretty good at what they do. And it was a very, very good article on them. And, and I went and looked at them. I watched a few of their videos. They'd be really good if they had if they could get a boom mic above them. But, if they would invest in lapel mics. But that's, whatever. It's not a big deal. But they do a really good job. She's a really nice girl. I know she got they do a lot of public speaking. And they're making money on YouTube. I know he needs something to make his life better. Whatever. And I saw a video they did. I saw them one time in downtown Minneapolis. I think it was them. I don't know. I cruised by. I didn't know. Whatever. I'm just going to stop and say hello. Whatever. Cruising along. So I've seen, like I said, maybe 4 or 5 videos. And I've seen the titles. I think I've shared on Twitter. Like I said, it's great. She's inspiration. My brother-in-law has been blind since birth. Well, 3 weeks into it, whatever, and his wife knew it was up against. He's a pain in the ass. He's a drummer, and he's had his own vending business at the prison. I worked for his friend, and, hey, he's survived a lot of problems, but, she's helped him out. He had a dog. So, obviously, he's his caregiver, and I think she works. I don't know the whole scenario. So, yesterday at MSN, they made MSN. I don't know if you guys are an MSN. That's a good thing, but I saw the article. I saw the post. They got married. She wore her mother's wedding dress. In the picture, it's gorgeous. They got married in the backyard because of the pandemic. They were going to get this big wedding. They also have a P.O. box. They do the opening, like Pickle Boy. They do the opening behave like people like to do, which is never a good thing because then people know your P.O. box is and they come looking for you, whatever you're looking for. So they've done that opening stuff. They've done. That's their business. Have at it. People want to send you stuff. I guess the big deal. Like my favorite kitty on YouTube is called Smoothie. The cat is named Smoothie, and it's my crack and Smoothie and Milkshake, and they live in the Netherlands, and they have a P.O. box. I'm not shipping Smoothie anything. I love the kitty. It reminds me of my first kitty, Snuggles. And then Milkshake is a male. It's great stuff. They do a real good job. Milkshake has his own blog, and so does Smoothie. So people have been sending him stuff, and they're real encouragement. But there's also the underlying behavior that it's fake, and that she's just using him to make money. And if they make money, millions of dollars, and he can have a better lifestyle, by all means. I guess if you want to send him money and stuff, I get it. I mean, I'll like it, watch the commercial for them, and that's why I pay it. And hey, if somebody I saw him, walk up to him, I'd just say, listen, I would tell them, don't read the hate comments. Just like the clothing haul girls. Some turn them off. Some will do videos where here's my hate comments. Me doing it's just me. I talk about it. I'm not this big ass. I finally got remonetized in a couple of podcasts. Now I'm back to that after I put my PIN. They put $610 in my savings account. So the only way I would have had to get the money, I had to get monetized. I had to put my PIN in. so I can get back to, the last week I made $2.30, but since September 1st, I've made almost $50 over on Spreaker. You tell me where I make money quicker, YouTube or Spreaker, But anyways, they've been getting these hate emails. I mean, hate, probably emails too as well, but hate behavior and on their channel. I wouldn't even read them. I wouldn't worry about them. Let them get to you. They're just jealous. I think it's great that she's helping this young man out, and and they're asking obviously questions. Well, how do you have sex? That's none of your business how they have sex. If they want it, he wants to have children. Great. I hope they can somehow. Hey, she gets pregnant and they're healthy, and his legacy can go on. I don't know how long his life expectancy is. I know Zane B, and I know Jamie C. Both have CP. They're in their 20s. They don't have a very longevity of CP, so he has a very tough. Go look him up, and go look at the wedding. They did a live stream. They had 1,200 people in there at one time talking to him, and they're nice people. But that just doesn't surprise me. I was telling Sue Ellen, as soon as you become popular, if you're playing games, video games, what happens? Out come the hate comments. People saying that she's there for the money or because it's fake or whatever. It's like, my God. But I would tell them, I wouldn't waste your time. I just block them. Any hate comments, it's not worth. You keep doing what you're doing, be inspiration to people, and have at it. I just think it's stupid. But it was an interesting article, to say the word, at least. It was a quick thing to MSN. That's a good thing for their channel. They're going to get new listeners. And I guarantee it, people like Keemstar, who's the other guy? I can't remember his name is. He always talks about people when they get into mainstream media. I can't remember his name is. But he's been around for a while. He'll probably talk about this, because anytime any YouTubers get into mainstream, only reason I'm talking about them, because I'm from Minnesota, and I saw it in the Star Tribune. They did another one. They highlighted a lady and her 3 daughters were doing a channel, and they were doing something, whatever, with painting, and that's fine, and a podcast another time, and there was another YouTuber, and the other idiot that wanted to have his girlfriend shoot him through a book, and it didn't work out correctly, and she killed him, okay? So those kind of things that they highlighted, but I would just tell them, don't bother. I mean, just the decoder, it's not worth having him on there. All you do is just block him when he comes in with his many troll accounts. That's all you do, and anybody. But that's what I would do if I'm Squirmy and Grubs. I would simply say, hey, block him. She can't let whatever's going on, her mission. And then, like I said, more power to them. If they get sponsors and people want to give them money to be on YouTube, so be it. People like to watch it and send them money, I guess. I'm not going to send them any money. Hey, I'll encourage them. I'll tweet it out. I'll help my community. I hope it works out great for them on YouTube. But it's just interesting. If you guys go look for them and live streaming, do a Google search on them. You'll read the article. And she's a beautiful woman. She put a picture up of her in the wedding dress and her mom's wedding dress. So that's what she wore. It's a really nice picture. So they're nice people. I'm not surprised that people like to go on there and make hate comments and do stupid stuff. They try to counter troll the person, and the person just simply blocks them, ignores them. They'll still go away. But when you do a YouTube video reading the hate comments, I saw a clothing hall girl one time. She's from overseas, 2 years ago, and she was reading her hate comment. People making comments on her body, what they want to do to her. It's like all you do is block that person, and they go away. But if you actually do a video, me doing it's one thing. That's me. Who am I? I'm an idiot. But when you're a popular YouTuber, all you do is simply just block them. I don't know how long a block list Pickle Boy has. If someone's making some sexual comment, if they're making some funny comment on him, I don't think he cares. But if you say someone does something threatening to him, he probably blocks him. I have no idea. I don't blame the guy. You can make your basic comments, but if you do something like that, any proper YouTuber, block and move on. And sooner or later they can't come on to go someplace else. But people do that. It's too bad. I think it's a great thing what she's doing, and he's trying to make it a normal life. And again, if he makes money on YouTube, good. I'm happy for him. There was another video they did one time where she was in the pool swimming and holding him, and they got him on. And people struck it because they said it was pornography, because obviously he looks like a kid, right? So they tried to strike the channel that they were selling child pornography. Really? Just, they eventually got remonetized. She was just taking him out for a swim for the first time, and she was wearing a swimsuit, and he was in a swimsuit. It just blows me away. Just like, you guys remember when they had the live video stream of the giraffe was going to give birth to? I was watching it all the time. That was getting struck by people because all the eyes were on the giraffe, and they were jealous of all the people in the room. So I get it. When you're doing a live stream, I had 10 people at one time in my room. So what? We're having a good time. Douche was in there under his surname, probably a wrestler. Wanted to call into my show. So do your own show. Do your own show with your boy. Quite clearly. Who's got bad sound, so I just figured to talk about that. But NFL, week 2, I was 9 for 7. Pencil Dick beat Hamburger Helper, beat Indiana Jones, and I can't believe, I thought Denver was better than that. That was boring. I didn't even watch it, but my Cowboys lost. Some bad calls, push off, but it comes on to one play. Oh, well. I still love how Tom Brady is getting called out by the Dons and the Tampa Bay Tampons. Now, of course, practice is one thing. Game day is another. Not working hard, Gronky. I love it. Call him out. He's so used to being coddled and dick slapped and loved and swallowed by the video cheater. So I think it's hilarious. We'll see what happens out there in lovely and talented Tampa Bay Tampons. I mean, can the scam? We'll see. It's great he won, but I told Ted either he's going to start at 0-2, but he'll probably be 4-0 or something, or 3-1, and then fall off the table because he can't run all the time. That's not Belichick style. He don't want you to throw the ball. There'll be disenchantment. Then he'll lose. Then he'll be all pissed. He won't be in his yellow bright outfit. You know how Tampa scam is, guys. It's all good in the hood. When you're winning, all of a sudden, you're losing. He doesn't want to talk to media. So, week 1's in the books. We'll do a speculation sports today. First, for like a half hour. Play music in the background. Just kind of go over the games real quick. Then do the NFL podcast. I used to do an NFL podcast on Wednesday, but we're stocking Hebrew slave shelves. So, we'll do that. And I want to shout out to Sven. He shall not be named. Great show yesterday. Great show, Sven. Great show. You did a great job playing music. He found some moaning on YouTube. Epic behavior. So we appreciate it. Him doing a good job. So, yeah. And then, then baseball wants to go into a bubble and they're bitching. Well, hockey's been in the bubble for 2 months. Okay? See, the Dallas Stars are in the finals. Unfortunately, no one cares. Knocked out Las Vegas for a town that no one would care anyways. I want to see the Islanders get in there. Bring back the glory years. The Igloos over the Tampa Bay, what did I call them? Turtles. It'd be nice. But I'm just curious with the NHL when they're going to start their next season. When the troll will start. They got to get going on that. But one guy goes, we're grown-ups, we can handle. Well, no, you're not always grown-ups when you guys go back and forth and have hookers come to your hotels and everything else. So Pumpkin Bowl is doing the I don't even care about Pumpkin Bowl. Punks play anyways, but I know they're doing their thing. And that gets done. NFL can rule the world. But yeah, Fat Boy did a live stream yesterday. Too bad. Need to do some trawling. But yeah, the Scrubs and Grubs, that just Squirmy, that's their nicknames to each other. Squirmy and Grubs. That's what their nicknames to each other. So, I don't know. But it is what it is with the behaviors out there with these trolls. They don't know how to behave themselves. So, I guess, right? Oh. I love my daily dose. My daily dose of Rockstar. Only one a day. I did have I did have a what did I have the other day? I'm a monster the other day, so that was kind of I've been one of those in a long time. I was in the mood for a monster. So, anyways, perfect. All right, cruise around over here. Park it right over here. Cruise around over here, put in the secure area. Perfect. Huh. All right. Perfect. All right. Okay. At work. I know it's tough to comprehend that, but we are at work. Let's shut this up like this. What the hell? There you go. Think about when you put your thing over, you have to make sure it's not tangled up in blue, as they say, right? But yeah, Boom Mike came, and good to see him get his earls and his hers and everything else, and blah, 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 and have a good old time. Hope it's wearing their masks out there, behaving, being dinks. Oh, you can be like Fat Boy, not leave the house, have to worry about it, or pork chop. He shall, I haven't got back if he approves of the writing of Tina D being. It was good to see. I love it. What's your name? Says the cockroach. I'm only here for Sweet Melissa. That's fine. I don't care. It was good to see her come along for the ride yesterday. The live stream. We had 10 people, whatever. That's the way it goes on those live streams. I'm not there to cuss and swear. We had a little fun, and it's something you can listen to. I didn't realize it was a 2-hour live stream. It's a long time, but when you're talking with somebody, you got good sound. So you can do. Let's see. Perfect. Let's fire it up, shall we? Perfect. All right. Check the lights on, walk around it. I think it's quiet as hell. It's got tuned up about a month ago. My winter tune-up. No lights out. Clickers are working. We're good in the hood. Put this thing down. I had nothing to do yesterday, but all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. And I was like, okay, perfect. All right. Put that down like that. There you go. Tommy Gates down. We're ready to go, man. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Oh my goodness. Left a little early today. Oh my God. It's just, I don't know. I'm getting older. I've just been lazy. My body's killing me, but the way she goes, winter will be here soon. We're all going to be outside, right? But I'm hoping. See, this is what they need. This is what they need out there in Oregon. It's just insane. Oregon, out there in Washington. It's just insane. What's going on out there? It's just, I cannot imagine your whole town being burned up. It'd be like a infernal coming through Hopkins, just coming right down. That's insane. I get the fire season, but that's, the hunch, blaming this or that. They need all hands on deck out there. I said Minnesota spent a few trucks out there and whatever else, and that's just crazy, man. Be lucky you got a house. You can be like pork chop and live in it. You can live with your roommate, and wait for the money to roll in. Never leave the house. It's a great time. Good times, they say, right? So, all right. But anyways, I wonder if I should just back that. I'm going to back this truck up just to get it to the dock, because if I don't do it, roll these windows down. If I don't do it, if I don't do it, it's going to happen. Someone's going to pull in with the maintenance truck, and I'm screwed. So they got to come for their weekly fill up with their behaviors. Let's get in here. Oh, here we go. All right, let's turn the light on. Here we go. In the box, I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, they tuned this. The guy turned it up real nice. It's quiet as a mouse. They cleaned up the Tommy Gate. 111,000 miles on this bad boy, and it runs like a top. I said, it's my truck, my name's on it, and I said, I take care of it. He goes, this thing runs perfect. And I said, of course, I don't beat the crap out of it. Anyways, guys, we got to roll in there and load up, and get stuff into the secured area there. Hang on, man, I got to get up against the wall here. Boom, boom, out go the lights. Little room, go forward. Perfect. All right. Well, you guys, just had the Squirmy. Go look them up. Give the Squirmy and Scrubs. Give them a little love. Give them a like. Support them. If they're good people. It's just these idiots out there that are animals out there. But anyways, you guys, remember military out there, domestic and abroad, that are always out there working hard for us and helping on the fires out there in Oregon, Washington, and California. Men wearing blue like a cop call crackhead. Call someone or someone, right? Don't drink and drive, safe sex, the kids out of it. P, steward for Penn State, pedophilia university, snap their necks and souls to hell, start burning Catholic churches to the ground for the behaviors. Simple lopping people, that beheading people that do this kind of behavior, eliminating from our economy, people that hurt children and elderly people and animals and steal from people, whatever else, all right? To hell to the YouTube trolls, right? Anyways, guys, so a little windy out here. I don't know how the mics. Oh yeah, windy is down. I'll turn my back to wind. How's that sound? Yeah, I can hear the wind. Anyways, guys, you guys behave yourselves. It's Cow Shit Cow Pie live somewhere in Minneapolis. See you guys all later. All right, man. Enjoy week 2. Speculation Sports. We speculate you win. Coming up, bitch, please. And I mean, bitch, please.